Hey, what's up, guys? It's John from Cutthroat Contracting, and I have some awesome news for you guys today. There's a brand new indoor airsoft arena coming to South Jersey, and it's called Ultimate Battlezone. And I'm super excited about this because I'm really a huge fan of very fast-paced, very intense CQB action. Their layout is almost like Strikeforce in Long Island, with 2 large rooms and a wall in between them with multiple breach points. But they have it set up very well because there's a lot of buildings and cover around those breach points, which make it very maneuverable. It's very easy to flow from one room to the next without getting caught up at those choke points. Their layout flows really well. There's basically 4 very CQB buildings in the center of the field with kind of hallways between them, and then scattered buildings around the outside of the arena. I'm a big fan of this style of layout for airsoft arenas because you get more of this circular dynamic combat instead of this linear back and forth. You can flow around different ways and make different moves instead of just pushing the front line forward or your front line getting pushed back. You get this more flowing effect where 2 different things could be happening on either side of the field at the same exact time. And something really interesting about this airsoft arena is they're not going to be hosting airsoft every single day. They're actually going to be responding to how often the community would like them to host airsoft. And then they're going to set the field up for that day. So what you actually get is a unique experience every single time because they're setting this field up for airsoft. I'm assuming they're going to keep the spawns and objective points similar from time to time, but what you're going to get is actually different lanes being created or destroyed depending upon how they're setting up these smaller walls, and that's going to affect and influence the scenarios that are going to unfold that day, and you actually get a unique airsoft experience every single time you go because the field will never be exactly the same. And one thing I recommend for this arena is to bring a flashlight if you have one, because some of the outer buildings and outside of the hallways of the outer buildings, it can be a little dark. And not too dark to where you can't see, but dark to where if you had a tack light, it would give you a great advantage on any corner to flash it around and blind any potential victims on the other side. Something worth mentioning is Ultimate Battlezone also hosts indoor paintball, and they use some of the same buildings for paintball as they use for airsoft. But I was really surprised when I was in there doing a field walkthrough before the game. The operators of the field were actually in there cleaning the paint off the bunkers with wet rags and water, and they were going to town on it. And honestly, if someone hadn't told me that they hosted indoor paintball, I probably wouldn't have even noticed. That's how little paint is actually on the field. They actually shampoo the carpets before they have airsoft because the owners are well aware that airsofters don't really like the paint aspect. They don't want to get it on their gear. They don't want to get it on their boots. They don't want to rub up against the building and have it on their combat top. So they're really aware of this, and they're very proactive in making sure that there's absolutely no paint on the field when it comes to airsoft. And that's another great thing about Ultimate Battlezone, or the owners are so in tune with the community. They want to hear from you. They want your suggestions, your comments, your input. Feel free to reach out to them on Facebook or in person. They're always open to suggestions on how to make your airsoft experience better, more enjoyable. That's what they're here for. So feel free to talk to them, and they're really cool and open-minded. So the last thing I want to talk about is their field limit is going to be 360 FPS with a 0.2 gram BB. And this makes a lot of sense for the size and CQB intensity of this field because there's a lot of tight hallways and corners, and there's going to be a lot of action, and they want to keep it friendly amongst everybody. So 360 with a 0.2 makes a lot of sense. Ultimate Battlezone is located right off of exit 37 on the Garden State Parkway and is right outside of Atlantic City. So if you guys are local to Atlantic County or nearby the Garden State Parkway, it should be pretty close for you to get there. I'm looking forward to seeing all you guys out for their opening day on Sunday, November 12th. If you're interested in the details for that event, there's a link in the description of this video, as well as links on my Facebook page, Cutthroat Contracting. Shout out to my brother, Random Guy Kev. Shout outs to my dudes in Cerberus Airsoft, and shout out to my boys in In The Woods Airsoft. Thank you guys so much for helping me make this video. If you guys are looking for some local airsoft talent in New Jersey, definitely check these guys out. I'll have some links to their pages down in the video description. Cutthroat Contracting is sponsored by Airsoft Megastore. If you're looking for some cool airsoft swag, definitely head over to airsoftmegastore.com and use coupon code CUTTHROAT25 to save yourself 25% off some of their awesome airsoft gear. I'll see all you guys for the grand opening on November 12th. As always, keep slinging that plastic.
Hi. I like heard you, I'm like, fuck. Hey.